You're listening to the PRO Media Network. The next level in entertainment.
Get ready. It's time for the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys. Telling you everything you need to know about the Saints, Pelicans, and a whole lot more.
Welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys. And we have intense, entertaining, educating, and enlightening sport talk from your favorite sports family. Of course, I'm Big Q, and on the line we got DC chiming in. What's going on, DC?
It's all going on, man. Great time to be a Saints fan on the way to the Super Bowl.
On the real, man. On the real, it's definitely a great time to be a Saints fan, no doubt about it. We're going to talk about and preview the upcoming matchup on podcast 276. That's right. We're going to preview the Saints and the Falcons matchup in the Superdome on Turkey Day. So we're going to preview that one today. We also have interviews from Drew Brees, Marshon Lattimore, and Eli Apple, their thoughts on the upcoming matchup. We'll have our thoughts, predictions, and breakdowns on this game. Of course, we'll have the Sports Coma question of the day we'll issue out to you momentarily. And of course, we'll have replies from the previous question of the day, a lot of good ones from the previous show. And of course, the injury report to let you know who will be playing in the upcoming Turkey Day matchup. So without further ado, I'd like to give everybody a round of applause. New and veteran listeners of the podcast, welcome aboard today. Thank y'all for joining us as we get right into podcast 276. So let's get right into it. DC, Saints got a good matchup, man. Of course, they took care of the Falcons in a very dramatic fashion earlier in the year. Now, this time around, got the Falcons coming here on Thanksgiving. The Saints on a 9-game winning streak. They're 4-1 in their own building. The Falcons suck. They're 4-6, 1-3 on the road. And we have them in the Superdome coming up on Thursday night. The third of 3 pretty damn good football games in the NFL. Just got to say, this is the best Turkey Day witnessed in a very long time. Football, usually they'll give you some meaningless garbage matchups with Dallas and Detroit in there, but this time around, really good matchups, and then the conclusion of Turkey Day with the Saints and the Falcons matchup. So that's really big. So let's get right into the matchup. Coming into this one, DC, the Falcons, man. I mean, the Saints averaging about 38 points a game. 38 points a game. They're allowing 24 points a game. The Falcons average 26 points a game, but giving up 27 points a game, almost 28 points a game they're allowing. That's why they stink. Total yards, the Saints 434.2 versus the Falcons 421.4. You look at the Saints averaging about 301 yards through the air, and amazingly enough, the Falcons averaging more yardage than the Saints throwing the ball, 332 and a half. So not bad. 131 yards rushing the game for the Saints versus the Falcons 88.8, might as well say 89. And of course, the defensive statistics are the fact that the Saints only allowing 373 yards a game. That's 295.5 through the air, and just literally hog tying you with the run game. 78 yards a game. Atlanta giving up 418 a game, letting you throw 294 yards through the air and letting you run on them at 121 yards a game. So that tell you all you need to know about how good the Falcons defense is with all those injuries. But they're on a 2-game slide, losing to both Dallas last week 22-19. Prior to that, they lost to the Cleveland Browns 28-16. They're on a 2-game slide. The Saints, of course, winners of 9 in a row and the hottest team in pro football. Of course, this is going to be in the Superdome, DC. Give me your predictions on this game before we go to some interviews from some of the players.
Before I get to my prediction, I got to talk about one other opponent they have defeated. Apparently, they have defeated Stephen A. Smith because he has announced the Saints finally, after much delusion, as the best team in the NFL. So I just wanted to get that out there.
Appreciate it.
I think this game, a little bit of what we're not used to. I see it as a hard-fought game. I mean, Atlanta got a lot of guys getting healthy. Robert Alford is going to be back, so is Deion Jones also going to be back. We're going to have a hard-fought match with Atlanta. And by hard fought, I mean notch down from our usual. I see us beating Atlanta maybe 38-27. So, I mean, that's probably closer you can get to being in the game with us. Be a 9, maybe 10 point, 14 points at best that we beat them by. I don't think we're going to just blow the doors off them. If we do, I'll be ecstatic, but that's what I say. I say 38-27.
38-27. Real interesting, man. I think that they do get a few of their pieces back for this game, and it's pivotal because this is a desperate Atlanta Falcon team. Let's get that out there right now. They lost 2 in a row. They're sitting up there 4-6 right now. Another loss would destroy their playoff hopes. Let's just get that out there right now. It's over for them if they lose another game. So they're going to come into the Dome very desperate. So you got a desperate team against a very hot team that's just playing like they ain't, just out of their mind. So it's going to be a good collision of teams. Plus, it's the heated rivalry between these two clubs, the Saints and the Falcons. And it'll do my heart good and most of the Who Dat Nation out there for the Saints to just put the end to the Falcons season with a win in the Dome, because that's pretty much what's going to happen. The Saints beat them in the Dome. They end their season, period. Just bottom line. Going into some individual statistics, looking at Drew Brees' numbers on the year, 257 of 334. He has 2,964 yards, 25 touchdowns, 1 pick. Totally awesome numbers. Top runner for the Saints, Alvin Kamara, 136 carries for 617 yards. He has 11 rushing touchdowns. Top wide receiver, of course, is the almighty Mike Thomas, 82 catches for 1,042 yards, and he has 8 touchdowns. For the Falcons, Matt Ryan, 275 of 387 for 3,306. He has 22 touchdowns, 4 picks. Not bad by Matt Ryan. Top rusher for them, of course, Freeman is hurt, so Coleman's been carrying a load. 114 carries for 500 yards, has 2 rushing touchdowns, still a very dangerous running back. And, of course, Julio Jones is the top wide receiver threat, 73 catches for 1,158 yards and only 3 touchdowns on the year. Now, DC, give me the injury report on this, because it's very interesting. You made mention of a few Falcons players that were going to be ready for this game. A couple of these guys, they got to play because their season on the line. But give me the rest of the injury report for the Saints as well.
The injury report for the Saints is we have Traquan Smith, questionable. We have Max Unger, also questionable. We've got, guess who, y'all? Davenport as questionable. So, I mean, that's big, man. He went from out to questionable, so we possibly going to see that guy suit up for us. That'd be a big, big lift. Of course, Tyron Armstead is still out. Traquan Smith is questionable with a foot injury. Trey Hendrickson is questionable. I don't remember if I said him. Tyler Davison's hand is also questionable. Not Tyler Davison's hand. That's Jerome Bushrod hand is questionable. Andrews Pete is questionable with a knee. Tyler Davison is questionable with a chest injury. And Max Unger is also questionable with a quadricep injury, I believe. And Davenport was a toe. So questionable is usually something to be excited about. All these guys are probably going to play. More than likely, maybe with the subtraction of Davenport, maybe he plays, maybe he doesn't. I think it's just going to depend on where his toe is at. But Tyron Armstead definitely is going to have to wait a few more weeks. So if we're lucky, we probably could get him back for the Carolina game, which would be amazing. And also, Larry Warford, who left Sunday's game with a concussion, he was practicing today. He was limited. He was practicing, and as you can see, he's not on the injury report. That is something to look forward to and also be ecstatic about. So hopefully we'll have a full assortment of all of our weapons, offensively and defensively, with the exception of our injury reserve players.
Very good. It's getting late on in the year. A lot of those guys that were injured early in the year getting an opportunity to come back and be a part of this terrific run with the Saints. Very exciting. Very exciting. My prediction on the game is I think it's going to be one of those games. Like I said, Atlanta's going to be desperate. They lost 2 in a row. They know their season's on the line if they lose and on Turkey Day night. The Saints, of course, want to put them out of their misery. And I'm going to ride with my team. Of course, how can I pick against them? 28-24, Saints knock off the Falcons in their season and go to 10-1 and move further and further. I think so, because it's going to be a fight, man. They're not going to roll over. And I think that this is just with Deion Jones coming back. I think this is going to be a different type of game. Of course, I was thinking going way up into the 30s or something like that. But something say, you know what, let's right around that 28 feels more right to me. So I'm going to say 28-24 Saints over the Falcons. They get their 10th win in a row.
Falcons are allowing 418 yards a game, my man.
I hear you,
That
bro.
don't look like 28 points. That looks like in the 30s.
I hear you, but I'm going to tell you one thing. Stats could lie to you. Sometimes they tell you the truth. Oftentimes they lie to you. But let's hear what the players got to say. Here's Drew Brees on his thoughts of the upcoming matchup against those Falcons. Here's Drew.
I just focus on doing my job, being a great decision maker. I try to keep it very detailed on just, the moment in front of me, the opportunity in front of me. I don't look behind me. I don't look in front of me. I just try to stay in the present.
Drew, do you attempt any throws, though, because you've got that feel? I mean, like early in that game, that one you threw to Mike Thomas with 2 defenders around him, just seems like you feel confident that...
I think you pick and choose your opportunities. I mean, I think part of being a quarterback is being a risk assessor, and so you, based upon the situation of the game, based upon who you're throwing to, based upon who's covering him, all those things factor into it, and that kind of gives you maybe your percentage of success in your mind, right? And it's time to pull the trigger, but I think you just know when to take certain risks and maybe win.
What you know about this rivalry, could you actually envision a relatively tight, low-scoring game, or is it hard to imagine this offense being contained to
These are always hard-fought games. I mean, both games last year you wouldn't call high-scoring games, right? Obviously, the first one this year was, but I just know they're typically close games, and they're hard-fought games, and their games come down to the last possession.
As far as this is the longest winning streak since 2009, do you almost have to avoid the talk of the winning streaks and team of destiny and all that kind of stuff? Because that was a lot in 2009, too, when everybody was kind of on the bandwagon with the hoopla.
Yeah. Listen, I think we do. I mean, we love the excitement that our fans have. We feel like that generates a lot in the dome, with the home games. It gets them riled up, and it makes it a great place to play for us, right? We love. I mean, we want high expectations. I mean, we want that sense of urgency when we come in every day to put forth our best, knowing that can equate to winning a lot of games and putting ourselves in a position to accomplish our ultimate goal. But we're not looking too far ahead. I mean, we're so singularly focused right now, just because we don't feel like we've put our best out there yet. I mean, you're always striving for that perfect game. I don't think you ever find it, but it's just that striving for it that allows you to take put one foot in front of the other and continue to stack the bricks and build what you want to build.
That was Drew Brees chiming in on his thoughts about the Falcons matchup on Thanksgiving. Very unique circumstance. NFL, I got to give him credit. Putting the Saints on Turkey Day is big and a big easy. How we tailgate, how we eat, and then you're going to give us Saints and Turkey Day at the same. That's just beautiful to me. I love it. Thank you, NFL. It's the greatest gift the NFL has given us since they gave us the Saints back in the late 60s. But let's hear what we got. 2 defensive backs, 2 of our starting cornerbacks about to chime in one after the other. We got Marshon Lattimore and Eli Apple, the Ohio State connection. Those guys going to chime in on their thoughts about the upcoming game.
And that was the beginning of the season, and we was going through a lot. We tried to change PJ and Carly that game, and we just had a lot going on that game. But now we more settled in, and everybody know their role. Everybody know what they got to do. So it's better for us. And it was the beginning of the season, so we better now.
You feel like the communication and cohesion is where you guys kind of wanted in that secondary now?
Yeah, we getting a lot better with everything. Even Eli being a new guy, he coming in and understanding what's going on. So communication is really key, and we getting it done.
In New Orleans on Thanksgiving ever? What is just kind of playing on Thanksgiving as a football player? Is it special? Is it something you kind of grew up with?
I mean, not really. You want to be with your family eating Thanksgiving dinner. So, I'd rather sit at home and watch it, But, we got to play on Thanksgiving. And, I mean, it's going to be special. Everybody going to be sitting there watching, so we got to show up and, get the job done.
That said, it's been kind of pretty crazy in the Superdome these last couple of games. How much has that helped you guys?
I mean, I've been saying this since last year. They always help everybody in the Superdome. They like the 12 man, on the defense. So, they force timeouts and It's just a lot of craziness going on there, and I love it.
You feel like you're peaking right now these last few weeks?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I guess so.
Just got to eliminate the big plays and take away the play-action deep shots. And make sure we just stay on top of all the routes and have good eye discipline.
How comfortable do you feel now? I mean, you got kind of thrown into the fire that first week, but you've had several weeks at it now.
I feel real comfortable. Still catching up to speed with some of the new stuff. Every week's always a new challenge, depending on the offense. So defensively, we don't want to always give the offense the same stuff. So I've definitely been getting acclimated well. And once again, the guys around here have definitely helped me a lot.
This will be one of the ultimate challenges, this offense, especially the way they've been performing, even though they haven't been putting up a lot of points. You got Matt Ryan, 22 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. You've got the receiving core that they have. How much are you guys looking forward to that kind of challenge?
Yes, a phenomenal challenge. Of course, they have great players on that side, and Matt Ryan's a great quarterback. Julio Jones, all their receivers, they get open. So it's going to be a great challenge, like you said.
Yeah. When you look at the film, I don't know if you looked at the film from the first time against these guys, but I think they said that the biggest issue was the communication gap, I guess. Do you feel like that's something that's gone well with this unit so far?
I think so. Since I've been here, the communication has been A1, and always it's going to be a work in progress, especially in the secondary. 'Cause last line of defense, everybody has to be on the same page, and that's a challenge this week, just making sure everybody's communicating, interacting back there in the secondary and playing the same calls.
How weird is it that you're playing a team for the second time this year with a different team? Is that
yeah, that's back-to-back weeks. Yeah.
Last week was Is that like, do you get a new insight on a team when you're going?
Yeah, it's always funny watching myself on the film and seeing myself with a different jersey. Just like, oh, that's how I was playing before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's football. It's football. Just trying to study up on their tendencies and watch as much film in as short week as I can. Just together with the guys and making sure everybody's on the same page.
You see, it's funny watching you now. Is it the same guy in your eyes?
Same player. I think I'm still doing what I can to just go out there and make plays on the ball. And it's definitely a new scheme. Like, everything's just super different here as far as the communication, but definitely getting it.
That was Marshon Lattimore and Eli Apple giving you their thoughts on this game. And, of course, like we said, man, it's going to be a big affair. We ran it down, gave you some stuff. And now it's time for us to hit you with the Sports Coma question of the day. Now, the Sports Coma question of the day is a holiday question. And we want to get your thoughts on it. How do you feel about the Saints having a short week and playing on Thanksgiving? Is that a good thing? You like that? You feel good about that? You think that, well, we could have skipped Thanksgiving and, put us right where we belong on Sunday afternoon or Sunday at noon? What do you think about that? You think you like that? Is that something that you would like to see habitually, continually happen for the Saints? Would you like to see them on Thanksgiving more? Chime in. Let us know your thoughts on that. I'd be interested to see these guys start to see what you guys think about the Saints having a short week and playing on Thanksgiving, because this is something new, and I'm interested to see what these guys think. Me personally, to have football and have the Saints on Thanksgiving, to me, I think that's terrific. I just absolutely love it. Some guys might not. Y'all guys chime in, tell me what you think about that idea. The question of the day for today is, how do you feel about the Saints having a short week and playing on Thanksgiving? If you like it or love it, holla at us, let us know in the comment section. Of course, those questions and replies will be read upon the next show. Now, we're about to go into our break. When we come back on the other side of the break, we're going to finish up. We're going to hit you. We're going to talk about, we're going to read some of the replies from the previous Sports Coma question today. We're going to have a little bit more statistical insight on the Saints' previous matchup against Philadelphia that I want to share with you guys. Got to share with you this information about what they did to the Eagles. I'm going to show you some stats and facts on the other side of the break. Then we're going to get into the previous question reply. We're going to read those. All that on the other side of the break. Listen to Sports Coma, Big Q and the Guy.
I'm a Saints and Pelicans fan, so the only podcast I can get my fix is the Sports Coma with Big Q. The guy's intense, funny, and they always keep it real.
Check out the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys
What's up, sports world? It's Big Q. Talking at you from the PRO Media Network, letting you know that we're attempting to make things a lot simpler on our listeners and viewers of our mini podcast. So as a result, we're leasing down a lot of our shows to have their own channels for your convenience. Starting soon, shows like Ring King Boxing, LSU's Tough Tiger Talk, the Pelican Postgame Report will all have their own individual YouTube channels. So thank you for working with us during this process. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your donations and support for our platform as we continue to improve moving forward. Peace.
Sports fans are gearing up and saving big at Fanatics.com, the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear. From all the leagues, teams, and players you love, unique one-of-a-kind designs exclusively by Fanatics, and autographed collectibles from today's biggest stars shipped directly to your home. Join Fanatics Rewards for free to earn fan cash on every purchase. Shop now and for a limited time, get 20% off all orders. Fanatics.com, officially licensed everything.
Hit the link below and rep the black and gold today. Who that? Do you need a domain name? How about a host for your website that can work with WordPress? Try Namecheap.com. They make registering, hosting, and managing domain names for yourself or others easy and affordable because the internet needs people. Namecheap is an ICANN accredited domain register and technology company founded in 2000. It's one of the fastest growing American companies according to the 2018 Inc. 5000. Celebrating nearly 2 decades of providing unparalleled levels of service, security, and support. Namecheap has been steadfast in customer satisfaction with over 10 million domains under management. Namecheap is among the top domain registers and web providers in the world. They offer a full selection of popular and unique domains along with fully featured hosting packages, SSL security certificates, WhoisGuard privacy protections, and more, all at the lowest prices in the industry. So if you need a domain name or hosting or anything else, think Namecheap.com. That's right, Namecheap.com. Check the description section below for link.
Follow the Sports Coma on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Welcome back to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, and we previewing this Saints versus Falcon matchup, man. The first segment, we hit you with interviews from the Saints. We broke it down, stats, predictions. We gave it to you this time around. We're gonna read the replies from the previous question of the day, and of course, the question of the day today is, how do you feel about the Saints having a short week and playing on Thanksgiving? Chime in, let us know what you think. And of course, we're going to read those replies, like I said, on the next show. Now, some statistics I want to share with you from the previous matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles. Just a handful of stats that I came in contact with. I wanted to let the fam know about it and just show you what kind of year we got going on, because this quantifies everything. The Saints, of course, they got a 9-1 record. That's equaling the 9-1 start they had back in 91. The only better start for the club would be their 13-0 start in 2009. And you know what happened that year. Saints recorded their 13th winning season in franchise history, with 7 having taken place under Coach Payton. That's big. With the Saints win against the Eagles, Coach Doug Peterson became the 60th head coach Payton has defeated in 13 seasons, and the 50th coach he has at least a 500 record against. That's damn good. The Saints currently have a streak of 266 regular season games without having been shut out, dating back to the 26-20 win at Tampa Bay on September 8 back in 2002. Now, that's the longest running streak in the NFL and the 5th longest of all time. The Saints defense held the Eagles offense to 15 total net yards through their first 3 possessions. The game marked the first time the Saints have scored at least 45 points in 3 consecutive games. The 41-point victory is the largest win against a defending Super Bowl champion in the Super Bowl era. It is also the first time the Saints have defeated a defending Super Bowl champion since the 17-14 win at Tampa back in 2003. The Saints tallied a season-high 544 total net yards. The defense only allowed 196 total net yards, 58 rushing, 138 passing. The defense held the Eagles to 3 of 10 for 30% on third down. I'm going to give you one more. Drew Brees became the fifth Saint to play in 200 games for the club as he completed 22 of 30 for 363 yards, 4 touchdowns, a 153.2 passer rating. He's played in 259 career games, moving him into a tie for 33rd all-time in NFL record books with Lee Johnson, Jackie Slater. He also is thrown for at least 25 touchdown passes in 12 seasons. That's the third most in NFL. With 4 touchdowns Sunday, he joined Tom Brady in a tie for second all-time behind Peyton Manning, and Brees played in his 200th game as a Saint. He's the only player to do so in franchise history. Yes, Brees' 3-yard TD pass to Austin Carr marked the 49th Saints player to record a touchdown catch from Brees. He has now thrown a touchdown to 64 players in his career. The game marks Brees' 34th 4-touchdown passing game, his 156th multi-touchdown game. He also has 114 300-yard games and 61 350-yard games. He also now has 23 career games with 4 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, including his 2 seasons surpassing New England's Tom Brady, 22 for the most such in NFL history. It's a lot. There's Mark Ingram involved. There's Cam Jordan involved. It's a bunch of people. It's Elvin Kamara. It's Mike Thomas. I can keep going on and on and on with this stuff, but you get the idea. You get the idea. You see what I'm talking about? And like mentioned, DC, he talked about Stephen A. Smith and what he made mention of. But we're gonna win a lot of those guys over. That's just the bottom line. That's just how it go. But anyway, DC, let's get into.
You still can't keep the Shannon Sharp. He's still sold on Kansas City. So after the game the other night, hopefully he'll come along. But Mahomes did throw 6 touchdowns, I believe. So
Mahomes is awesome.
But
Mahomes is simply awesome, man. Of course, a lot of them guys, the NFL going to go with the young guy because, of course, he can carry the league into the new era of football. So.
16 turnovers, 17, 18 maybe turnovers on top of those, 37 touchdowns? I believe that when you don't have any interceptions, that's got to count for something. And when your completion percentage is through the roof, Drew Brees' completion percentage, even though technically Sunday was a down game for him, his completion percentage over the last 3 games is like 83%. That's insane.
That is insane. That's unheard of.
He had a down game pertaining to his completion percentage. I mean, he missed on like maybe 8 passes out of 30-something. That's horrible for him this year. Him playing at that type of level, he has the highest quarterback rating in the whole league. He's pretty much had it all year. All that got to count for something, man. So efficiency, I think, has to play a part, and wins. When Kansas City played against the Rams, I think maybe they could lose another game or 2. So we might go ahead on the table, man, until we meet the last game on the schedule. Pittsburgh, I believe, right? Maybe we sit our starters then. Well, I know we ain't going to sit them against Carolina.
Pittsburgh is the second to last game on the schedule.
Carolina is the last game. That's right.
Get one of our guys to pull up and make sure they confirm that. But that's the thing, man, when you notice about the Saints. That's what's going on with the Saints, man. It's just, give Mahomes the season MVP, and of course Drew Brees to take the Super Bowl, and then we gonna meet those guys. If they're as good as they say they is, then we'll meet them in the Super Bowl and then get past New England or some of these tough Pittsburgh teams, because that's when it's really gonna matter.
I can tell you right now, watching KC last night, Kansas City last night, and you could take this to the bank. They ain't gonna make the Super Bowl. Mahomes still got a lot to learn, and they don't have any defense. Inexperienced quarterback needs a competent defense to make it in the playoffs.
Yeah, Tom Brady.
All that high flying, all these fun, exciting plays. They might have 1 or 2 in the game, but they ain't gonna be able to do what they've been doing last night when these defensive coordinators roll out what they've been holding all year.
Absolutely, man. It's a different level and a different world once the playoff starts, and young Mahomes hasn't experienced that yet, but he's gonna get an opportunity this year. Moving ahead to the Saints talk, and the previous question was asking the people out there, asking the Sports Coma family. The question is, can the Saints keep this up? Can they keep this offense up, this record-breaking, high-shattering, high-powered attack up? Could they keep it up? And we had a lot of great comments from a lot of great people. And without further ado, we're going to get right into it.
They listened to Mercury's comment. I told them they was going to do it. 48 points, baby.
There you go. So let's hear it. Started off with Hemisphere. He started off with him. He says, Hemisphere, what's going on, my man? He says, Saints on a mission. Not only are they winning games, they're beating some of the best teams in the league. No one seen this coming when the schedule came out. And you've seen Skins, Ravens, Rams, Bengals, and the Eagles. Everyone was saying this is a tough stretch to come out and not only winning, but blowing out all these teams. This is so awesome to watch as a Saints fan. Defense is growing every week, quietly number 1 against the run. Saints offense is so deadly, they get teams off off their conservative approaches. Teams can dictate the game because the defense is taking a runaway, forcing you to attack the field. Since Apple trade, the defense has gotten better defending the deep pass. Now the pass rush is getting pressure, forcing QB sacks and INTs. In this stretch, the Saints defense has gotten 6 interceptions, 8 sacks in the last 2 games. Now that's a very compelling stat. Thank you, Hemisphere, for that. What's most impressive is the I guess he means Davenport, has been out with a toe. Again, on IR, looks to be back in the week 15. Having Davenport and getting back for the playoffs will make the Saints more deadly for the Super Bowl run. There's too much playmakers on offense for any team to stop. You can't key in just one player. Kirkwood and Tre'Quan Smith stepping up, making plays. Only way to stop the Saints is the Saints making mental errors and not executing. So no, I don't see anyone stopping the Saints offense. Thank you, Hemisphere. Very powerful commentary. Love the stats, man. Appreciate you for chiming in. Thanks for the comment, my man. Very beautifully and well said. Love those stats, man. Them stats was better than the ones I gave. John J, man, what's going on, John J? A new commenter. He said, look like the Harlem Globetrotters were playing some scrub team every week. Lots of razzle dazzle every week. Fun to watch. Thanks, John J, for chiming in. Making the Philadelphia Eagles look like the Washington Generals. That's what we doing, man. Sean D chiming in. What's up, Sean? He says, Eli Apple has solidified the secondary. He may not be the caliber cornerback as Lattimore, but he's a solid player. The scary thing is the defense is so damn young. That unit should only get better. Great show, fam. Thanks, Sean D, for chiming. I appreciate you, man, for the love, bro. Thank you for listening. Soldier for God 77, he chiming in. What's up, my man? He says, who that? I'm out here in San Antonio, and I'm going to keep supporting my Saints. Damn, I miss New Orleans. Big ups to you, Soldier for God, man. 77, don't worry about it, fam. As you might be in San Antonio, my man, and we might be here, but we going to keep it strong. We're going to keep that Saint comment coming at you, bro, and try to at least make you feel closer to that. Some of that food, you might have to travel a little bit, but as far as that Saint stuff, we got you, baby. Appreciate the love. Brandon Christianry chimes in. He said, damn, it feels good to be a who dat. Sounds like, damn, it feel good to be a gangster. I think Brandon might be a Scarface fan. I'm one too. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Appreciate it, Brandon, man. It do feel good, man. And I'm happy because, we on top of the world, baby. And it's not going to stop, man. We're going to keep this train rolling. Going to the next comment. Lance Kelly. What's up, Lance? He said, yes, no doubt they can do it. Drew's accuracy, Peyton and Carmichael's play calling, it's a thing of beauty. Thank you, Lance, for chiming in. Great comment, man. It is a thing of beauty, man, to watch them play. And I
man, we got to come around what it is, though, Lance. You know Sean Payton pulling them strings, big dog.
Man, they work well together, though. I'll be honest with you. Carmichael be crazy to leave this situation, man. He going to sit right here and soak up all that information. But even though he got the play calling duties, but I remember Sean Payton talking about the chemistry that him and Carmichael have, how they come together and put the play calling sheets together and they just run it off after the game. Man, them guys, it's just offensive geniuses, man, and it's not all Peyton. Carmichael does his part as well, so don't get it twisted.
You know I'm joking around a little bit.
No, I know what you're saying, but I'm just putting that out there.
I can recall something right now of Carmichael playing, standing in as the head coach with us in 2007, and he put up 63 points on the coach.
That's right.
With no Sean Payton.
With no Sean Payton, he knows that offense too.
But Carmichael is a force to be reckoned with as well. So shout out to you for going ahead and standing up for him and trying to put it in my joke. But continue on, my brother.
Thank you, bro. I gotta protect the Saints fam, bro. You might have jumped on Stephen A. side for a minute, bro. You gotta get on Ryan Clark's side for a second. I had to defend my people. But anyway, I'm just messing with you, bro.
Hey, Ryan Clark talking with some sense, man.
Of course he talking with some sense. He getting threats. He getting threats from down here about a Dawkins and one of them big old eyes of his, man. Anyway, I'm just kidding.
He said not good about the thing. He said last night about the Rams game, it was the death of defense.
Like he ever was a great defensive player. Cut it out, Clark. Carter Smith chiming in. What's up, Carter? He says, who that? We on a mission. Thank you, Carter. Appreciate it. Yes, we are on a mission, sir. We going to get that bowl. We're going to get that trophy. Going next, Verlin Casey chiming in. What's up, Verlin? He says, yes, without a doubt. Peyton has not been so quietly showing everyone you will not stop my O. With everyone stepping up and wanting to do their job, this is a runaway freight train in D.C. My brother, me stuck in 2017, I can't say that. I've been fortunate, and some may say unfortunate enough, brown, bag, unknown comic days, to have seen many incarceration of my beloved Saints alongside this league. And as I mentioned, weird things happen. I enjoyed the Browns taking out the Falcons, but would never put my money on it. And right now, we've proven that almost all teams are the Browns compared to us. Stay up, my peoples. Who that? Big Q and DC, once again, keep it up. I love the show. Thank you, Verlin Casey. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for your comment as well. And we'll keep on working hard for you. Remember that show, the live show is coming soon, fam. So stick with us. Keep on donating. Yes, sir.
I think we ought to add some more spice to this show, man. We got a lot of interesting comments, a lot of guys that's giving some original commentary. I think we ought to crown a comment of the day after our comments.
That's pretty good, DC. That's kind of right midstream, bro. But let's get through the rest of them, and we'll crown the comment of the day. We'll do that this show. That's a brilliant idea. Let's go with Timothy Russ. What's up, Tim? I ain't heard from my man in a while. He on back on the list chiming. He says, yes, they can, as long as our key players don't get hurt. Drew, Mark, Elvin, Mike. But I got to say this. If it wasn't for our offensive line giving Brees time to throw and open up holes for Elvin and Mark, we probably won't see that much success. And let me tell y'all something, man. Tim is a former offensive lineman. Of course, he's going to get a love to the offensive line, rightfully so. Another thing is that Sean is running the ball more. Why not? We have 2 first-rounders, Ryan Ramczyk, Andrews Pete, 2 second-rounders, Teron Armstead and Onga, and Larry Warford, who's excellent for run blocking. We got Jeremiah Bushrod backing up Teron, who used to be our starting left tackle some years ago. I can't stress enough, our excellent offense is nothing without our excellent offensive line. Drew is great. Could he last that long without these dudes blocking for him? Big props to those guys in the trenches. Of course, that's an offensive lineman giving offensive lineman love. But he's absolutely right that Drew, it's all about the line, and we've been saying that this whole damn season, Tim, about that offensive line, and they just caught up. The rest of them people just catching up. Thank you for the comment, Tim, and keep on commenting, my friend.
You gotta acknowledge some of these commentators. They like to acknowledge the offensive line, only they shit on Drew Brees. So I'm gonna throw that out there too, Tim. I don't know if you've been aware of that. Yeah, they saying all the offensive line basically ain't got nothing to do. So he won't deserve the MVP. Continue on, my brother.
Yeah, they don't know what they're talking about, bro. That's really been established. Yes, with the reception of Ted Ginn and Brandon Marshall and other wide receivers like Smith, Carr, and other guys, you never know who's going to get the ball. And it's going to be interesting the rest of the way. My up and down segment is Smith, and my down is Peyton. Okay, so his up player is Smith, which is his thumbs up. He giving thumbs up to Smith. His thumbs down to Peyton. When the Saints put up 35 to 40, that's who you gave yours to? 35 to 45 points, and the Saints in the lead take out Brees, and your offense core and use your backups. I'm also going to get another up. Chris Banjo, LOL, 2 picks, 1 quarter.
Shout out, DJ. I share your sentiments with Sean Payton, my brother.
Verlin Casey chimes in once again. He had another comment. He said, we have the best line in the league, and that's what's really helping us. On paper, we don't, but if you look at the games, both lines, no matter who's out there, they're playing like monsters together. Thank you, Verlin. That was an excellent comment. Offensive line getting a lot of love, but that defensive, let me tell you, the front 7 for the Saints is absolutely awesome. Of course, the back 4, they coming along, but that front 7, man, they are magnificent. I just can't oversay that. Kelvin Thomas is chiming in for the first. I think Kelvin has chimed in before. Kelvin liked the comment. He said, PJ can't cover a bed. He liked that comment. Thank you, Kelvin, for chiming in, my man. Keep on chiming in, bro. Keep on commenting. Thank you, my friend. EATZ, he had 2 questions. He said, number 1, what's the song that starts at 1805? And number 2, who that said they're going to beat them Saints? Big ups to you, Eats. Thank you for commenting. Yeah, thank you for commenting, Eats. Now, the song, I'm going to have to look that up and have them get back to you on that, man. I'm going to have to look that up because I don't know what that song is. I think one of the guys, I'm going to have to ask one of the guys to get that song for you. And when they do, I'm going to try to get them to send that comment to you so you'll know. Thanks for commenting, though, Eats. John Lister chiming in. What's up, John?
Hey, hold up, Big Q. Hold up. I got to stop you right here. I'm going to read John Lister's comment because this is my bid for comment of the day. Okay, let's go. And I actually read this, and this made me think of, man, we ought to start priming some of these people with this creativity they come with. The Saints offense can do it all through Brees, the king of the truth that strengthens Hold on, I gotta put my preacher voice on. The key to Brees' success is clearly our defense, and our defense thrives off of our offense, mainly the run game. The longer we keep our defense off the field, the better Dennis Allen can structure real-time defensive adjustments. The offense adds new weapons to the opposing team's tape to study, and they still can't figure out how to crash our line. We are just destined to bring that Lombardi back to the bottom of the map in our enemy's place. This is destiny. It was prophesied in the book of Brees, chapter 66, verse 67. It states, Red Nation draped in black and gold, I guess he was supposed to put on my ad, my brother, will prepare a feast of great magnitude for those chosen, for the chosen one who will return to the home and lead that number for the Saints marching. We will beat the Broncos record of 666 points. Believe it.
Hashtag keep marching. Man, that was pretty good, John Lister. He must be a minister, a preacher, or one in training or something. That was pretty good, man. That was really good.
He laughing with that one. That was an amazing comment.
That is quite amazing, man. LaTroy View comes in. What's up, LaTroy? He says the Saints wanted to save Ben Watson. Saving home for Atlanta this Thursday. Okay. Thank you for the comment, LaTroy. Jerome Pupera chimes in. He says, who that from Phoenix, Arizona? And we got who that's all across the hemisphere, man. We got a lot of people that listen to the show in Australia and Europe and in the Middle East and Hawaii, all over the country. And we just one big black and gold family, man. We all proud. So who that to Jerome out in Phoenix, Arizona, holding it down. He the only professional football fan smiling in the state because Arizona stinks. And he a black and gold man. But who that to you, Jerome Papero, man? Appreciate the comment, man. And then,
of course, cover that spot on the Sunday, man. He might get in trouble if they gonna be wondering what he's smiling about.
Yeah, man. They love, but big time. Who that to Jerome out in Phoenix? Okay, and then our final comment is to that. Who that? Shines and he say Falcons preview incoming. So you want to know if the preview for the show coming? Yes, it is, my friend. It is on the way. So
the Falcons, huh?
That's right. So I want to thank y'all guys, all you great guys, for chiming in, everybody on the Sports Coma. Remember, man.
And some spice to the show. We love it.
Right. Thank y'all guys for chiming in. And DC, since it was your idea, man, who you gonna crown the commenter of the day with, man? Who gets the commenter of the day? Who is it?
Well, what I'm gonna do to do it, man, I'm gonna let you read. It goes to none other. I read all the comments. It goes to none other than John Lister, man, the minister of Saints offense and defense.
John, it's hard. I like Hemisphere's comment, but I'm gonna be honest with you, John Lister, man. Y'all read John Lister's comment.
Great comments, man. It's kind of hard to.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's hard. But that took some work, man. This guy really put on. I'm gonna read it again, DC, because this for just the comment of the day gets an extra read, and this was pretty special. This from John Lister. He said, the Saints offense can do all things through Brees, the king of Drews, that strengthens us. The key to Brees' success is clearly our defense, and our defense thrives off our offense, mainly the running game. The longer we keep our defense off the field, the better Dennis Allen can structure real-time defensive adjustments. The offense has added new weapons to opposing teams' field tape to study, and they still can't figure it out how to crash our O-line. We're just destined to bring that Lombardi back to the bottom of the map in our enemy's palace. This is destiny. It is prophesied in the book of Brees, chapter 66, verse 67. It states that red nations draped in black will prepare for a feast of great magnitude, but the chosen one will return to their home and lead that number for when the Saints go marching in. We will beat the Broncos record of 606 points. Believe that. Hashtag keep marching. That is an excellent comment, man. It took some imagination to John Lister, big time. And John Lister, you are the commenter of the day. That's a new segment. Obviously, DC just sprung up on us, so that's pretty good though. But anyway, guess what? All you guys are great commenters, man. At the end of the day, we love all y'all comments, and keep commenting. And remember that we are going to continue to work harder to give you more and better content. Remember, we got the Sports Coma Live coming real soon, where we'll be able to have you guys to chime in real time. Either you can put your comments in the chat section, or you can even call in and we can be able to speak with me or DC and ask us questions, or just give you comments. Let us know how you feel about this New Orleans Saints and their season coming on. But that'll do it for the show. Thank you guys for chiming in today on the Sports Coma episode 276. As always, if you enjoy the show, you can help us out in a major capacity by going to www.patreon.com/the PRO Media Network. You can donate, and it has certain perks and benefits. You can pick your tier or whatever you want. You can become a one-time donator, or you can do a daily thing every month to help build the platform. Remember, this is for all of us as we continue to grow and build toward reaching and talking and putting all our great Saints family together. Also, join our social media family, Facebook, Twitter. All of that is in the description section below. And also, another way you can help out the show is by supporting our sponsors. You can go there and check out the sponsors on the commercials. Their links are in the description section below, where you can receive great deals on products and services just by clicking the link. So from me and DC and the entire crew here at the Sports Coma, thank you for listening. Happy Thanksgiving. Who that? Believe that. Win that. Peace.
To that Super Bowl.
Forget ESPN or Fox. Get straight sports talk from the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys.
Thank you for listening to the Pro Media Network, who provides hours and hours of free edutainment to you and yours. If you are benefiting positively from our content, please donate to help us grow our platform by going to www.patreon.com/the Pro Media Network. That's www.patreon.com/the Pro Media Network, and support the true independent artists.
Tea is your escape. It's your opportunity to create a moment for stillness, for reflection, for yourself. It's your connection to a world of senses, flavors both exotic and familiar, energizing and relaxing. It's your retreat from an increasingly turbulent world. It's the perfect paradox of simplicity and complexity. Teabox.com connects tea to people, uniting the richest flavors of the finest teas with the curious, the cultivated, and the adventurous all over the world. The freshest tea you've ever tasted, from crop to cup. There's simply no simpler way to experience the wonderful complexity of tea. Teabox, packing up the freshness. Tea thrives on freshness, and so do they. Teabox temperature and humidity control facility ensure that tea is maintained. The teas themselves go into oblique bags with aluminum layers that protect them from excess moisture and light. With Teabox, shopping for fresh, loose leaf tea is easy because you make an informed purchase. You know exactly where your tea is coming from. So for the freshest teas in the world, check out Teabox.com. That's right, Teabox.com. Check the link in the description section below. NewFrog.com for all of your electronic gadget needs. Fast becoming #1 online seller of cell phone and accessories, consumer electronics, automobiles and motorcycles, home and garden items, 5D diamond painting crafts, electrical and tool supplies, computer and networking supplies, lights and lighting supplies, sports and travel items, toys and hobby supplies, apparel and accessories, mother and kid items, health and beauty items, and much, much more. NewFrog.com has up to 70% off on some products, and you can check out their weekly promotions for all the best deals. Remember, when thinking online electronics and gadgets, think New Frog. NewFrog.com. Check the link in the description section below.
Vapor DNA is the absolute premier online vape store, offering an industry-leading selection of e-cigarettes, e-liquids, and accessories. Our friendly and knowledgeable customer service team is always ready to provide the best customer service experience to ensure you find what you're looking for. We guarantee our vaping gear shop products to be 100% genuine and the lowest price. We are so confident in our selection and our customer service. We will offer our customers a 45-day refund policy. That's right, a 45-day refund policy. We are proud of this offer for 3 simple reasons: quality, selection, and price. And that is the reason you should choose Vapor DNA for all your vaping needs. That's www.vapordna.com. Again, that's www.vapordna.com.
In today's world, children are bombarded with negativity on television, online, and at school. Our kids need to have a positive outlook on life and the world around them. I want to share with you a valuable resource you can use to bring positivity into your child's life. It's the new book, 101 Powerful Children Affirmations, a guide to positive child self-image, from author and dad, G.J. Barabino. This is a simple guide loaded with wonderful and inspirational affirmations designed to uplift young people's spirits. This positive and powerful children affirmational is chock full and loaded with wonderful inspirational sayings that will lift your child's self-image to whole new levels through the awesome power of spoken word. 101 Powerful Children Affirmations, a guide to positive child self-image, from author and dad, G.J. Barabino. Available on Amazon. Order a copy for yourself, your child's teachers, or anyone you know with children. 101 Powerful Children Affirmations, a guide to positive child self-image. Order your copy today.
What's up, Sports World? The PRO Media Network is on a mission to reach 10,000 subscribers. So besides our regular programs like the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, the Pelican Post Game Report, Rapid Fire TSC, and others, we will be expanding out and offering other content like movie, anime, and gaming reviews for your entertainment. So if you enjoy our content, please donate at our Patreon page. Also subscribe, comment, and share, and help the PRO Media Network reach 10,000 subs. Peace.
Hello, sports fanatics. You're now listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys.